On this section, I have Dr. Abhishek Manu Singhvi representing the Congress, Ravi Shankar Prasad representing the B.J.P, Mahesh Rangarajan is in our studios in Delhi. Now, I want to ask you first, Dr. Singhvi, if it is false, say it's false. If the document has no veracity, say it has no veracity. If it is a piece of fiction, say it is a piece of fiction. But this kind of reply that we got today, correspondence between a foreign government and mission enjoys diplomatic immunity, is it admissible in a court of law? This is the 15th Lok Sabha, this happened in the 14th Lok Sabha. I mean, this is not a straightforward answer that one expected given the nature of the crisis.
Arnab, I hope and trust at least your correspondent was there at the press conference which I took as the official Congress briefing, and I was very explicit, and I only repeat what I said. This is already should be on your cameras at 4:15 today. WikiLeaks is a subjective recordal by A of his supposed understanding of a conversation with B, which A reports to his boss C, and in that course maybe also mentions D. This is purely a unverified, unauthenticated, not confirmed by either of A, B, C, D conversation which is recorded and is supposed to have been leaked. There is absolutely no legality or factual correctness about it. If a country of the depth and the width of Indian democracy is to be paralyzed, and if on day one, without an iota of corroborative evidence, without an iota of circumstantial evidence, the B.J.P is to go and pass a resolution that the Prime Minister of the country must resign or the government must stop or that he must go, it is utterly irresponsible politics. The WikiLeaks has, apart from what I have just told you about ABCD, the incredible assertion as if a unnamed, I repeat, unnamed and unidentified American person is going to be taken inside and shown chests full of money. This is absolutely preposterous. It would not normally lead any credence unless there is, of course, corroborative evidence, in which case it is very serious. And thirdly, there are...
Again, you're giving a legal answer. You're giving a legal answer.
This is not a legal answer. It is not a legal answer. This is the point. You assume that politics is about taking leave of your senses or leaving logic. Politics is not about reacting to WikiLeaks, which are communications by America to Americans, not verified by the Americans, and the whole country must react. Are we a banana republic that we must react? Are we here to assume the worst?
No, we are not. But that is the reason why. That is the reason why, Dr. Singhvi.
1 minute.
No, Dr. Singhvi.
1 minute. 1 minute.
No, this is not about what the BJP says.
The BJP wants you to believe, the opposition wants you to believe that this country's cabinets are made in Washington, D.C. They want you to believe that when it is written in the WikiLeaks that Ajit Singh is paid money to vote for the government, he's actually recorded as voting against the government. What is the authenticity of this? And before you file an FIR, before you take action, before you order a probe, you have to have a credible allegation. They don't do any homework. They don't produce any evidence. They don't get. Let them get a letter from Mr. Stephen White even saying that I wrote this.
No. Question is this. Now let's get the BJP response. The question here is this. Before I go to the BJP response, I want to point this out to you, Dr. Singhvi. You know that there was a probe into this whole Castro votes. Now I'm not even saying that was a total washout. But whatever that probe decided, and may I remind you, it was a thin margin, if I'm not mistaken, of 3-2 that this was passed. That did not have this piece of evidence. So it is only appropriate that when a damning piece of evidence is now emerged, there should either be a reinvestigation or the piece of evidence should be included and there should be a fresh investigation. Let's get Ravi Shankar Prasad's response to Abhishek Manu Singhvi tonight.
Let me answer this point 1 minute.
Arnav, should I speak or not now? Arnav, I understand the difficulty of Abhishek Manu Singhvi. He has nothing better to answer today except calling us irresponsible. That is grossly unfair. What are the facts, Arnav? In the year 2008, it was widely believed, speculated that money has passed and MPs have been bribed. Many MPs acting as whistleblower laid down the cash on the floor of the house. Then we had a lot of CDs also, lot of things were there on screen also as to how money was transacted. Now there was a committee which you just mentioned about. That committee also mentioned that criminal investigation is required to be done. What has happened today in the WikiLeaks is only a corroborative evidence. We are not a small fellow, but the Shardi affairs of the US Embassy, Stephen White, is confirming in his cable to the American establishment because they wanted the government to survive because the nuclear energy bill has to be passed. And he was assured by a person, Satish Sharma, close to 10 Janpath, ki no, we have arranged everything. And his close aide, Nachiketa Kapoor, who has worked with Congress ministers, who has been the security apparatus of the PMO, who was appointed by this government as a Deputy Director General in the Commonwealth disgraced regime, today showing that yes, we have got war chest of 50 crores and 60 crores. My simple question is this: does this government need the prod of the opposition or Arnav Goswami or Times Now to initiate criminal action? Come on, our democracy is the biggest asset of our civilization, that India remains a democracy, such a diverse country. Democracy has been shamed by these allegations that MPs were bribed to the tune of crores of rupees. Why don't you order investigation yourself? See, second thing, the same report says that Chatwal from America was involved in procuring the sons of Akali Dal. No, just a minute. Akali Dal did not succeed, but Mr. Chatwal was given Padma Bhushan. You recall, now on your program we had come to debate about this grant of booty, though he had serious criminal record in USA. All these circumstantial evidence,
Mr. Prasad,
from
Mr. Prasad, all this circumstantial evidence, sorry to come in here. Remind you, your party is also in a spot of bother with the release of this cable. What defense can your party offer to explain the role of stalwart leader Atal Bihari Vajpayee's foster son-in-law? Was Ranjan Bhattacharya approached by Satish Sharma? Did Ranjan Bhattacharya try and influence the B.J.P in any way? You know, were there sellouts being planned by this particular gentleman, Ranjan Bhattacharya, who is believed to have had extra constitutional power for 6 years of the NDA regime?
First of all, your last conclusion is completely, I would say, misleading, and I don't agree with that. But let me go by what is printed in the Hindu
perception.
Satish Sharma is saying, we are exploring the possibility of trying to contact Mr. Ranjan Bhattacharya. He didn't say that we succeeded. But don't forget one thing. The entire B.J.P. voted as a bloc. Therefore, this whole allegation is wrong in otherwise. But we will go one step ahead. Have a fair examination of everything. Why this government is shying away from examination? If there is a crime that bribe was paid to secure the majority of Dr. Manmohan Singh, so-called Mr. Clean, Dr. Manmohan Singh presides over an empire of corruption, from 2G to Commonwealth to whatnot. Now it is evident that he survived also in power in 2008 by bribing MPs. Is it not a shame for the country? Should it be investigated or not? Or should this new material be ignored altogether when it is coming from a responsible person of the level of Shadi affair? Although one point more, this WikiLeaks is being completely blasted as if it is completely untenable. Hardly a month ago, Mr. Rahul Gandhi talked to the American ambassador, who in turn told his own people in Washington, again exposed by the WikiLeaks, that for Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Hindu radicals are greater threat than even Pakistani terrorists. It became a big issue, you recall that. I held a press conference, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi did not disown the WikiLeaks, he only retraced his comment. Therefore, WikiLeaks is per se wrong, that we don't say. This is only an additional information in addition to the corroborative evidence already available from before. Abhishek, why is your government shying away from an inquiry? Hold a police inquiry, have an investigation properly, but your government wants to whitewash. Your governments want to shy away. Media take it up.
Well,
take it up. Come on. That
Abhishek Manu Singh, okay. Now I want to get Abhishek Manu Singh's response. I want to add a rider before I ask you, and Mahesh Rangarajan will have the final word tonight. The American government, Dr. Singhvi, has said that these are official cables. I mean, what is the doubt about the veracity? The American government throughout on every WikiLeaks expose has gone and actually corroborated the fact that these cables are official American government cables. You are aware of that, I'm sure.
Arnab, you've given on the first question at least twice the time to Ravi than to me. At least give me enough time on this one.